Hey guys, Chef Wukan here. How are you? Today's a little hot today, so I couldn't really wear my chef's jacket. It's I'll perspire a little bit too much. But today, we're going to go to Vietnam, and we're going to introduce you to summer spring rolls. These aren't the fried type. These are the translucent ones that are cold, and basically you add peanut sauce to it. And so it would be perfect for this type of weather, all right? So basically, I want to show you exactly how easy it is to make. All you really need is chicken breast, boiled, well done, shredded. Shrimp, 16-20 shrimp, basically boiled and then halved, mixed with fish sauce, brown sugar, and some red pepper flakes, right? We have regular lettuce, right? We have my fun. This is translucent rice noodles that you can probably get at Wegmans or Asian supermarket. The sauce, the peanut sauce, obviously it's peanut butter, creamy. Hoisin sauce. I'm using coconut powder because why open up a whole can of coconut milk when you're only going to use a little bit and you just want the flavor of coconut. And then red chili flakes. And then basically you add it together, add a little water to dilute it a little bit to make it more spreadable because it's too thick. So by adding water, you're going to thin it out a little bit. And then basically spring rolls, which I can get at Giant. You could probably get at ShopRite or any local supermarket in the Asian aisle. So let me show you exactly how you put it together. It's fairly easy. Just watch me, 1, 2, 3. All right, so basically we have the rice paper. We want to identify the rough side of the rice paper. That rice paper will face down, and you have to use a plastic chopping board. If you use a wooden one, it's going to stick. So chopping board is a little bit more porous, so you'll be able to peel it off, and by putting the rough side down is basically better, all right? So you basically rotate it in warm water. Make sure all of it is covered in warm water, right? And basically the water will soften the rice paper. Now get a piece of lettuce. And you may have seen different styles of using the lettuce. I'm using a piece because it's better. If you shred it, it's a little bit harder to basically use. The My Fun is boiled until it's al dente. Al dente means it's not overcooked, undercooked, all right? So you take it out. You don't have to plunge it in cold water. Just let it sit, let it cool down by itself. Add some chicken, shredded chicken, right? We have some pieces of mint. Add a little bit of shallots. The shallots gives it a little bit of crunch. So now we have it all together. So we'll pick up one side of the rice paper. Now you'll notice that it did get soft. Press our hands on the top of the ingredients and fold over. Okay? At this moment, now see it's very sticky now, we'll add a shrimp. And we'll try to tuck it underneath. Skin side down so you get a nice little color. Continue folding. Move the ends up. And this paper will adhere to itself pretty quickly. And basically you got it. This is a Vietnamese Summer Spring Roll. So we got one. I'll show you again. Okay? Basically, rice paper, you want the rough side down. When you place it on the chopping board, use a plastic chopping board. Make sure it's all wet using warm water. All right, lay it down. The water will soften the wrapper up pretty easily. You use a piece of lettuce. I use a piece. Add a couple pieces of chicken. Right? Add a little bit of shallots, fried shallots. Then we have some mint leaves. The mint leaves makes it more refreshing, right? So now we'll lift it up, hold it down, fold it over, okay? Roll it again. Now we'll add a piece of shrimp, fancy side down, underneath. Now continue rolling. Now bring up the sides and finish rolling. And here you got it. Number 2. All right? We'll make another one and hopefully you get it. Rough side down on the chopping board. Dip it in warm water. Make sure it's all wet. Lay it down. Get a piece of lettuce. Now you have to understand we're dealing with a smaller piece of wrapper. So you may not add as much to the wrapper as you can. Right? Now we'll add some chicken. Now we'll add some shallots. Now we'll add a couple of pieces of mint. Okay. So fold it over. Tuck it underneath as tight as you can. The tighter is the better. Now add the shrimp. This side is down. Place it here. All right. Now continue to roll with the shrimp underneath. Stop. Lift up the sides. And then continue wrapping. And basically you created another one. Okay, so this is Vietnamese Summer Spring Rolls, right? In the store or in the restaurant, it's probably going to cost you like $5, $6 for maybe 1 or 2. I don't really know exactly the price. But the sauce, okay. Jiffy, 2 tablespoons or 3. Equal portions of hoisin sauce, right? Red pepper. And we have fish sauce too, right? Add all those 3 together with a dash of coconut powder, just to give it a coconut flavor. Mix it up, add water, keep on mixing. It may take a while before all the flavors mesh together and before the peanut butter dissolves into a nice thin sauce. And that's your dipping sauce. And then get some crushed peanuts, cover it on top, and there's just peanut sauce. And then basically you do is add a little of the peanut sauce. Right? So you got a consistency of this. All right? You don't want it to be too runny. And you want it to stick. Add a little bit to the top. Take a bite. Mmm. Mmm. It was delicious. So I'll take another bite. Add a little peanut sauce. This is refreshing. The mint is perfect. It just adds more freshness to the roll. It's just very crisp flavor. Mmm. Mmm. You get the crunchiness of the shallots. The freshness of the chicken, shredded breast. The carbohydrate of the mai fun. The shrimp. that's been marinated already with fish sauce, sugar, and red pepper flakes. So each item, the sauce brings out the flavor. And then when you combine it together in the roll, you learn to appreciate a multitude of flavors. But that mint really adds to that, that freshness. That it just feels really good about having mint, spearmint, in this kind of weather. And one day they add the spearmint to iced tea. It's just very refreshing. So this dish is very easy to make. Maybe a little bit more labor intensive, but it's well worth it. Okay? So any questions, just tell me. chefwucan.com. I have a YouTube is here. You'll be notified. Please subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be notified of another video that I have. So you'll get first-hand noticed. And then basically www.etsy.com/shop/creationsbywoo. I have a whole bunch of other ingredients you could take a look at. Some homemade chili oil, crunchy garlic, and especially for now with hamburgers and hot dogs, you just add a little crunchy garlic on it and you get that flavor of the garlic with a nice crunch to it. All right? And I also have a book that I just wrote. It's on Amazon, and it's under the Amazon ebook, and you can check by clicking on searching Chef Wucan or the title, the You Can Do It Asian Cookbook. And what is involved here is it basically answers the why of why a recipe is the way it is. Why do we add this? How much time? Why do we have to spend so much time? Is the ingredients really going to make a difference to the dish? And so where most recipe books don't really answer those questions, my book makes it easier for you to understand, and it's a very, you feel more close to the recipe than reading those very documented recipes that you sort of feel like kind of an outsider. So it'd be much more easier to understand by me. And basically, I include 25 homemade recipes of mine. And basically, you can do anything that you want with the recipes. It's a guide, as well as a bonus section about the famous brown sauce, which is very easy, the famous sweet and sour sauce, and then you combine those sauces together and you have General Tso's sauce. All right? So come with me, support me, do what you want to do in terms of ask questions. I'll be more than happy to help you out, and I hope you enjoyed the Vietnamese Summer Spring Roll. All right? Thank you very much. And aloha from the state of Maryland.